welcome back to the Homestead Nurse channel. I'm going to be showing you how I built my temporary garden. The 1/4 of an acre garden will take a lot more time to do and money. And so for now I'm actually doing, as you see here, a grow bag garden. I tried to use what I have, scraps of things that I had, and try to minimize the amount that I spent. That's why I used grow bags. In the future, this garden will slowly but surely, I'll add, I think, maybe some galvanized tubs to use as raised beds. But for now, grow bags are pretty cheap. You can get about like 10 to 12 grow bags for like 20 to 30 bucks. So it's a pretty cheap way to garden. So that's why I use grow bags. So I'm going to be showing you the whole process. This took a couple of weeks. I work full time, as I mentioned before. So every weekend I would take a good amount of time to dedicate to create what I'm standing in now. So I hope you enjoy and get some ideas, and know that you don't have to have tons of money to grow food, as long as you put forth the effort into building something that will at least hold some containers or raised beds. You can grow as much food as you can in small spaces. I actually started to build this garden back in January, so we'll start there. You want to pick a space that gets at least 6 to 8 hours of sun. So it's always good to know also where it is at when it comes to north, south, east, and west. But this is going to be my space, as this is not going to be done for a while. I'm going to be using this space here. It's a good spot. It gets a lot of sun. My green stalks are right there as well, to show you how I get it ready for my fabric container garden, temporary garden for 2022. Alright, another day hauling wood chips to the garden area. We got a new shipment of wood chips. Only paid, wood chips are free. This one's already broken down a lot. You can tell the difference between the two. But I just go ahead and I keep hauling away wood chips so I can get a good solid foundation on the garden area. Been busy getting the wood chips and spreading them out here. Probably going to take a couple of days to get this all done, but I want to just make sure I do a couple more loads on the cardboard because it can fly away. Probably finish this hopefully by the end of the month. Look how much we've gotten done so far. Just making piles and spreading them out along the way. The cardboard, it's a big pile here. It's kind of shifted over. So yeah, I think we're making some headway. I think I'm probably do 2 or 3 more dumps, and then I can start shifting and leveling and everything out. So looking good. It took a couple weekends. Couldn't do anything last weekend because of the frost and rain, but right now I think it's looking pretty well and catching up with my timeline in my head. I just want to get this part done so I can put the fabric containers and design how I want the space to be. So I decided to use these wood posts that we were going to use for the big garden, but I can just use it for this garden here. Just gonna put it just kind of like just to sit like that, just right on the black, and just wrap it around. I like this border, makes it look more polished. Right now I'm just scattering the fabric containers around just to see the look of it. Put these poles up here which are going to hold lights. It's gonna be throughout the garden. Then I'm gonna put more wood chips in these bags to save me some money on soil. So I'm just gonna put some wood chips on the bottom and then fill the rest up with compost and soil. That's how I'm going to fill my fabric containers. Alright, so I've been busy hauling wood chips, putting them in the fabric containers, placing them as I sketched it out already. It's going to be a centerpiece. Maybe I'll put some holes in this and then put some flowers, sunflowers or something. And then along this edge is going to be grapes, so I have 4 grapes. So coming along, have 20 gallon, 10 gallon, 100 gallon. Like 4 more bags left, and then I'm gonna start doing the garden fence. It may just look like a bunch of black bags on wood chips, but it's gonna hopefully fill out. I'm gonna have a trellis here, walkway, then a trellis here, a trellis here, walkway, 100 gallon. This walkway, which I have a trellis over, I have probably a bunch of tomatoes and peppers. Here we go. Excited. Gonna start doing the fence now. Finished my last one. So now I'm going to go ahead and wrap this around. Today, Sunday, tomorrow at work. So I just did this fence until the actual wire stopped. That's where I'm at. I just got to do this side and then I'm done. I'm going to then put some chicken wire on the bottom just to see if I can keep out the bunnies that come from that side. And I also have this wood here, so that helps. I'm a little scared about the voles. I think it's called a vole. Of like a mole type of rodent that are underneath here. I've had to twice repair the floor as it, like here, it makes like a bump because they dig. So I don't know, we'll see. I mean, just landscape fabric and wood chips might not look super pretty now, but I'm hoping next weekend I can finish the gate and then start planting at least I need to do some carrots on the 100-gallon, potatoes on this other 100-gallon, and put some flowers. And then, I don't know if that's a donkey or what, but on to another work week. And then I'll see this beautiful garden, my future garden, temporary garden, next weekend. Another weekend devoted to getting this done. So I went ahead and finished up the fence line with my father-in-law. See the roll right there. Added a couple new poles. So now what I'm going to do is, since I have an issue with volves, which I'll put a picture up right here, what a volve is. More on that in a later video, but we pretty much have that issue where I just found a big bulge of sand on top of the wood chips, so they found a way to get in. So most of it is landscape fabric, but only this corner, see how you see cardboard stops probably like there. So I'm just going to fill this, I'm just going to put on top of this corner more landscape fabric and then just put another layer of wood chips on here just for extra support, just because I don't know if it's gonna work. So just moving all of it. See, there's cardboard right there. Just gonna move it to where the cardboard kind of ends. I think it ends right here. Yeah, so you see the start of the landscape. So I'm gonna go ahead and just fill this with landscape. I'm gonna start pushing all this wood chips onto the fabric and then smoothing it all out. Again, extra work. It's okay. I'm learning. So it's come a long way. I think it's about, let's see. It's 86 degrees today. And it is February 26th. I got all this soil and compost today. And we are finishing up the temporary garden. My father-in-law is helping me. So what he's doing is he put a hole and he's going to put cement. And he has these to hold it straight. And so that's what he's doing. Cement is in. Wait for these to dry. Looks like we won't put the door in till tomorrow, so we can just get these poles dry. We'll make the big door opening. It's kind of crooked over here. Yeah. You gotta take those things out, huh? Yep. All right, it's a nice size door.
Yep.
It's good. All right, the gate is almost done. It's a pretty big gate. So with the wood that we attached the cement to, we're just gonna bolt it to, well, we're gonna put hinges on it. Just elevating it a little bit so it won't drag on the floor. But pretty much it's simple build. Just kind of attach these woods together and add the panel. It's gonna look so great. So this is the garden. Just have to add all the soil. This is the door and a little hinge here for the hook. We put a wood down here just to catch it as we close it. Sorry, it's really windy today. So we're gonna be little by little adding all the soil. These are my trees, grapes. So I already added soil on this one. Slowly but surely we'll be adding all the food in here as all my starter plants are quickly growing. I went ahead and bought hog panel, which will be used for the trellises. So the next step for this garden here is to add all the trellises and of course all the soil, compost, and all the food. Right behind me here is a 275 gallon water tank I actually got today, and we're also going to be putting this on paver. Going to hook it up with the gutter and do a whole system for drip irrigation. Everything that I'm getting for this garden, I'm getting it slowly, but I'm getting there. I'll definitely give you updates on everything about my temporary garden when we set up the drip irrigation for this, when we do the trellises. So those videos are soon to come. Hope you like this video and you got some tips on how to create something like this when it comes to either a garden fence or a garden floor or even growing in grow bags. Either way, I hope this inspires you to grow more food. If you haven't subscribed, please do, and I'll see you all in the next one. Stay well, friends.